Good morning, students. Myself, Jimir Gajjar. I am a teacher of OC&M, Organization of Commerce and Management, at Aryan Institute of Commerce. Today we discuss about the OCM. First of all, the syllabus for Standard 11th. In Standard 11, you have to study total 11 chapters. In your first examination, you have to study first 5 chapters. Then from chapter number 6 to chapter number 9 in second examination, and in final examination remaining 2 and whole syllabus will be asked in your examination. In your syllabus, first chapter is nature, purpose and scope of business. Second is business services. Third, business services part 2. Then communication, e-commerce and outsourcing. Then fifth chapter is forms of business organization part 1. These 5 chapters you have to learn in your first examination. Then chapter number 6, that is forms of business organization part 2. Chapter number 7, public sector, private sector and global enterprise. Chapter number 8, sources of business finance. Chapter number 9, internal trade. From chapter number 6 to chapter number 9, you have to learn for your second examination. Chapter number 10, that is internal trade. Chapter number 11, that is social responsibility of business. This is your whole syllabus for the year. As far as paper style is concerned, your paper is divided in a 5 section. Section A, that is for multiple choice question, and each question carry 1 marks. Section B, that is one sentence answer, each carry 1 marks. Section C, that is short answers, each carry 2 marks. Section D, that is brief answer, each carry 3 marks. And last, that is section E, detailed answer, each carry 5 marks. Chapter number 1, nature, purpose and scope of business. In this chapter, first of all, we learn about the economic activity. The meaning of economic activity is that any activity done or carried out with the objective of economic benefit or monetary consideration is known as economic activity. All economic activities are called productive activities. Examples: a farmer by producing food grains, manager working in a bank, a shopkeeper doing business. These all are the examples of economic activity, because by doing these activities you get either profit or a salary or a fees from society. Economic activities is at the center of modern world. In today's world, most of activities are done is economic activities. 99% activities are for economic activities. The second concept is non-economic activity. Non-economic activity means an activity carried out without the objectives of economic benefit or monetary consideration. The main motive behind this activity is social service, service to nation. The motivating factors for these activities are service to country, service to nation, love, affection. For example, a mother serving for her child, naturally this is love, and for that mother cannot ask for money. There are lots of work which are doing for only and only service purpose. So you can say these activities are non-economic activity. In economic activity, the main motive is to get money, while in non-economic activity, the main motive is service. So, to understand well, here difference is there. In difference, first of all, you write with meaning. You can start with meaning. Here, there are more 4 points are there. In point of difference, first is objective. In economic activity, motive is to get economic benefit. While in non-economic activity, motive is social service, human service, or service to country. Second, expectation. In economic activity, expectation is profit, salary, fees, and maximization of wealth. A person doing business, he gets profit. A person who is serving anywhere, he gets salary. A professional person gets fees from client. And after that, maximization of wealth is there. In non-economic activity, expectation is service to country and social service. Third point is type. There are mainly three types. One is business, second is profession, and third is employment. In non-economic activity, there are no types. And last, risk and uncertainty. There remain risk and uncertainty in economic activity, while there will be no risk and uncertainty in non-economic activity. Very simple. When there is a money, there is a risk and uncertainty. In economic activity, there is a money, that's why there is a risk and uncertainty. We can say risk of theft of goods and also uncertainty of income is there, while in non-economic activity there will be no risk and uncertainty. So student, very simple concept, economic activity and non-economic activity. To understand this concept, here difference is also there. So this is your first concept, economic activity and non-economic activity. Question is there, what is mean by business? Explain the characteristics of business. Student, first of all you have to write introduction. In introduction, the word business is derived from word busy. Busy means to remain active or to be continuous in your business. Every businessman remain busy or continue in his business. The word busy itself says that continue in your business. Business carried out with the motive of getting profit and wealth. The concept of business is related with profit motive. If loss is incurred in business, then it is also known as economic activity. So in introduction you have to write this very simple introduction. Now what is mean by business? What is mean by business? Business means any legal economic activity with the motive of profit. Business means any legal economic activity with the motive of profit. Student, here legal word is very important. If you are doing any illegal work and you earn money, then it is not profit. Here a person who is doing illegal work and make money, so you cannot say that as a business. Also, in definition, second important word is economic activity. Yes, business is economic activity because by doing business you get profit, you get monetary return. So in definition, the important word that you have to consider, that is economic activity, then legal activity, and last the motive is profit. So again I repeat definition, business means any legal economic activity with the motive of profit. Now to remember the characteristics, one key is there and the key is correct. C means continuance of activity. O means objective of profit. R means risk and uncertainty. R means requirement of money. E means economic activity. C means creation of utility, and T means trade of goods and services. So this is very simple key that you have to remember, and by remembering this key, you can easily remember the points of characteristics. Now student, we understand the characteristics in detail. First is creation of utility. Now what is mean by utility? To provide satisfaction to the customer with the use of goods and service is called creation of utility. Means if you purchase anything and by use of that product, if you get satisfaction, then you can say that creation of utility. Now business creates utility by three ways. One is form, second is place, and third is time. This will ask in your exam, how many types business create utility? The answer is 3. Form, place, and time utility. Now, how business create form utility? When raw material is converted into consumable finished goods, there will be creation of form utility. When goods are carried over from the place of production to place of consumption, creation of place utility takes place. And last, goods are stored when they are not needed and supplied at the time when they are needed. Creation of time utility takes place. Now student, here MCQ will be asked. Here in MCQ, the question will be asked, how business create a time utility or a place utility or a form utility. I will give you example. A raw material is converted into finished goods. So this can be said that form utility is created by business. Simple example. In your house, sofa set is there, and the sofa set is made from wood. Wood, by business, that wood is converted into finished goods, and from that wood, sofa set is made by business. So by using that sofa set, you get satisfaction. So we can say in business, by converting raw material into finished goods, creation of form utility takes place. In industry, form utility is created. Now how place utility is created? Very simple. One example is there. By the way of transportation, place utility takes place. By the way of transportation, you can move goods from one place to another place. So you can say by the service of transportation, you can create place utility. And how time utility created? By the service of warehouse. By the service of warehouse, time utility created. Because by the service of warehouse, you can easily get goods whenever you need it and supply to the customer. So here first characteristics is over. Creation of utility. Question is asked, what is mean by utility? Then you have to write that to provide satisfaction to the consumer with the use of goods and service is called creation of utility. Now second characteristics is that objective of profit. Objective of profit. The main objective behind any business is to earn profit, or you can say the fundamental objective of business is to obtain profit through economic activity. In absence of profit, there is no possibility of business. Profit is essential to continue the business. The goods are sold at a price higher than the cost price is called profit. The efficiency of business is even measured with the measurement of profit. Profit is the barometer of business. Very important sentence. Here MCQ will be asked, and you have to remember that profit is the barometer of business. Now understand, student, each and every business is started to earn profit, and in absence of profit you cannot continue the business, because in business if profit is there then you can continue the business. If profit is there you can expand your business. So profit is very important in business. To pay the expenses of business you require money, you require profit. So, and very important sentence is that the efficiency of business even measure with the measurement of profit. If you want to purchase any business, then how can you judge the business? By the way of profit. If the profit number are good, then you can say business is good or business is healthy and you should purchase that business. But in business the profit number is low, or if any business is doing loss, then you cannot or you may not purchase that business. So very simple. Again, second example, how can you measure the efficiency of student? Very simple, by the way of his or her result. If his or her result is good, then you can say this student is very well in study. So the same way, if you want to judge any business, here you can judge by the profit number of that business. Now third characteristics is requirement of money. Third is risk and uncertainty. Okay, third point is risk and uncertainty. Student, there will be risk and uncertainty in business. Two type of risk is there, man-made risk and natural risk. Man-made and natural risk are in business. Now you know very well, tsunami, earthquake, storm, these all are natural risk, and by this natural risk there will be problem in business. Also you can say theft, robbery, change in the taste of customer, these all are the man-made risk. You because of these both risk there will be uncertainty of income in business. In explanation, write that business involves risk and element of uncertainty of returns. It involves man-made risk such as fire, accident, strike of employees, riots, robbery, theft, change in preferences, decrease in demand, change in lifestyle of public, taste, habit, competition, change in technology, etc. These all are man-made risk. Very simple. If this question asked in exam, which are man-made risk, then you can easily write. Some are natural risk like tsunami, earthquake, storm. These all are natural risk. Both these risk means natural and man-made hinder the business, means adversely affect the income of business. The return from business becomes uncertain due to various risks. Sometimes there is loss in business due to this risk, even though the motive of business is profit. Yes, you can say easily the main objective is profit, but due to this risk, man-made and natural, here sometimes businessmen occur loss in business. So students, fourth characteristics is requirement of money. Here, money is required from the beginning to the end of business. Money is required to manufacture finished goods from the raw material in the factory and also by trader to purchase goods. Students, there are lots of work in which you require money. Without money you cannot run your business. From beginning till end of business you require money. If you want to expand your business, if you want to develop your business, then each and every level you require money. You want to pay salary, you want to pay your miscellaneous expenses. You cannot run your business without money. So very simple, in business requirement of money is there. Very simple characteristics. Now next is economic activity. Next characteristics is economic activity. Very simple. Business is a part of economic activity undertaken with the motive of making profit through earnings. Here you know very well, business is economic activity, and in economic activity we learn that any activity by which you get monetary return, that is economic activity. So here in business the return is in the form of profit. So business is economic activity. Next characteristics is continuance of activity. Student, business is a continuous activity. In business, a person who doing business remain active in his business. Here, transactions are carried out regularly and continuously in business. Business is an ongoing monetary activity. A businessman does the activity of purchase and sell continuously with the objective of profit. If a trader or a producer constructs a building for his residence and later on sells it and earns profit, it is not a business, because the activity of purchase and sale of building is not a regular or a continuous activity for him. Student, in this point, you have to remember that if a person who is doing business, and if that person, here example is that I can give you example. If a grocery, a person who doing business of grocery, and he purchase gold. The main business is grocery, but he purchase gold, and after some times if he sells that gold making profit, though this is legal activity, though by doing this activity he earns profit, but purchase of gold and that activity is not continuous for him. The main business is grocery. The person who doing grocery business, the main work is purchase and sale of grocery, but he purchase gold, and after 1 or 2 year he sells that gold by making profit. You cannot say that this as a business. So here example is given of purchase and sale of house, because that person is not doing purchase and sale of house regularly. So in business, continuous of activity is there. Which activity? Continuous of purchase and sale. Okay. Now last is trade of goods and services. Last is trade of goods and services. In business, exchange of goods and services takes place. You can say exchange or you can say trade also. when goods and services are sold either by manufacturing or by producing. Business involves exchange of goods and services. Here example is there: goods in physical form and service in invisible or intangible form are exchanged. Example: a company manufacturing electronic equipment exchange physical goods, while a company providing electronic service exchange service. Very simple example. By this example you can easily understand this point. Point is trade of goods and services. In every business, either goods or service will be exchanged. Either goods or service. Here example, company manufacturing electronic equipment. For example, fan. We can say fan is electronic equipment. But to run that fan, you require power. And in your house, power service is provided by Torrent Power Limited. Torrent Power Limited gives you service of power. By the way of this service, you can run your fan. So a company who sells fan also doing business, and Torrent Power Limited is also doing business by giving you service of that power. So in every business there is a exchange of goods and services. In business, either goods or service will be exchanged. Okay, here simple example is there. So student, these are total 7 characteristics of business. Very important answer will be asked in your examination. This answer will be asked in a 5-mark question. What is mean by business, and explain the characteristics of business. I have detailed explained the characteristics of business, total 7 characteristics, and to learn these characteristics I have given one key, that is correct. If you remember only correct, then you can easily remember this point. Again, C means creation of utility, O means objective of profit, R means risk and uncertainty, R means requirement of money, E means economic activity, C means continuance of activity, and T means trade of goods and services. In this chapter, we have to learn other question, that is now objectives of business, then causes of business and causes of risk, causes of business risk, then other types of economic activity, and also classification of business activity. These all question we learn in a next lecture. So goodbye.